What is up, y'all? I just want to do a video real quick to discuss how my Valentine Day went. I hope you all had a very good Valentine Day, or Galentine Day, or Palestine Day. You know, ain't it funny to me when it comes to gender and sexuality? Ain't it funny how we can't just say the same thing for people, regardless of gender and sexuality? Because at the end of the day, it's the same activity, regardless if you're a man or a woman, regardless if you're intersex, trans, non-binary, gender fluid, gender queer. It's the same exact activity. The whole point of Galestine Day is for women and their friends to get together. Well, men and their friends can also get together to enjoy their friendship and give platonic love and compassion to their friends who happen to be single on Valentine's Day. It shouldn't have to be all these different terminologies for the exact same thing. That's all I'm saying. But whatever. Ain't it fitting smoking some good ganja while I have on my anyways, well, I got on my Bob Marley shirt. Anyway, so I hope you had a good Valentine Day. I definitely did. So everybody's always, Valentine Day comes and goes every year, and there's so many different opinions on it. Some people really look forward to it and they go all out, and other people have very negative connotations to it because for various reasons. Like, if you're always single and never had a romantic relationship, or somebody that you're dating or talking to that you can celebrate Valentine's Day with, I can see how Valentine's Day can become very boring, something that you're not really looking forward to doing or participating in. And I can see how that can turn into some, who wants to celebrate Valentine's Day? I can see how that can happen. I've definitely been there, done that. Because, me, transparency. I'm not going to get up on here and make it seem like I've never had those feelings, those thoughts, because I'm human. And guess what? I've definitely had those feelings and thoughts. Like, if you would have seen what I posted 5 years ago, 2019, after it had been It had been nearly 3 months since I stopped talking to somebody. Or I should say they stopped talking to me, or we stopped talking to each other, whatever you want to call it. I was discarded like trash. Yeah. So 5 years ago, my Valentine's Day social media post was rather abysmal. You know what I'm saying? I was definitely given sad boy, bitter boy energy. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. And here's the thing, and I'm going to say this, and I know a lot of people aren't going to necessarily agree with this, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. There's nothing wrong with you being bitter. There's nothing wrong with you being sad. There's nothing wrong with you being depressed. There's nothing wrong with you being stressed out. People need to be able to feel all of their emotions. I kind of think that's one of the problems, is that we're, especially because of social media, we're literally told to lie about how we feel all the time. Like, people want to come off like they're living these very, plush lifestyles and everything's going really well for them. Whole time they are hurt because of somebody that they wanted to be with who no longer wants to be with them. So honestly, feel all of your emotions, okay? And it's the same for the other emotions. Like, if you're happy, you're feeling loved, you're excited, you love your partner or the person you're with, and you feel like they compliment you, they complete you, or they add to your life, they bring joy and happiness, show that. That's another issue with social media. Like, people don't want to see other people happy. People don't want to see people being honest about how they feel either. So it's just like, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. But 2020 for Valentine's Day, Let's talk about it. So, I spent my Valentine's Day with the same person that I spent my 2023 Valentine's Day with. So I was very pleased. I was very thankful. I'm very happy. I am very grateful. I don't take it for granted. I don't take them for granted. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for them. I'm thankful for them. And it was a very good Valentine's Day, in my opinion. Now, another reason why I think Valentine's Day and just life in general can be abysmal is because of social media. Because social media literally has us thinking that we all have to be doing the same thing. And what is that saying? Comparison is the thief of happiness, which honestly I believe, because people get on social media and they will see other people doing things and then compare and contrast what they're doing to what they're seeing on social media. So now you have people who are looking at their significant others, the people they're talking to, the people they're dating, the people they're in a relationship with, the situationship, whatever you want to call it. They'll look at them and think that they're not doing enough based off of what somebody else is doing on social media. And that is very detrimental to any type of relationship. Because you have kids who will see parents doing stuff on social media and look at their parents like, well, you're not being a good parent because they're not doing what somebody on TikTok is doing. And it's getting to the point where it's just crazy, because your life should not revolve around social media. And what somebody else is doing has nothing to do with what you're doing. Okay, like newsflash. And another thing that a lot of people fail to look at the fact that there are people who get on social media to lie. So, and I've known people in real life. I've been that person, right? Like, I experienced this 5 years ago when I was in a fake situation. That's why I talk about it. I experienced this where you basically are posting pictures with this person to make it seem like y'all are some happy, loving couple. Whole time you're living in absolute hell. Like, seriously, okay? You're living in absolute hell. You're taking pictures with your passport only to go to the country, because like the person I'm talking about from 2018, that experience that I dealt with, we went to Canada a couple of times together, and like we had went for Labor Day weekend 2018, and it was absolute hell. Like, the entire time, this person stole my phone and then turned around and helped me look for my phone. But you would never know all the craziness that was going on, because according to our social media, we're sitting up taking these lovey-dovey couple pictures together, even though we were never in a committed relationship. So, this is why I am so sick and tired of this at my job. We keep having people who are booking appointments, but they're not coming to our calendar, so it doesn't show up that we have an appointment with this person. We've already have an appointment with somebody else that we did schedule, because when I look at my calendar, I don't have this other client coming in today at 2:00. I have somebody else coming in at 2:00. I get so sick. Anyways, so that's a whole nother video. But I spent my Valentine's Day with the same person I spent my Valentine's Day last year. We both work. You know, they're in school and working. I have a full-time job and a part-time job, side gigs. Dylan, you know, we're busy. You know, the point is we don't have the privileges and the luxuries to just cater the entire day to Valentine's Day, which most of us don't. This is why I say social media is fake. Y'all get on here and see people who are completely not from the same backgrounds as you and don't have the same lifestyles as you, and then you get mad that you can't do what they're doing, but you were never going to be able to do what they're doing because you don't have the same lifestyles to begin with. But anyways, so I worked 11 to 8 o'clock. You know, that's my shift on Wednesdays or Tuesdays and Wednesdays. After that, I got off. I went over to my mom's and granny's to drop off their Valentine's Day gift. Spent about an hour or so with them, talking, laughing. They got their candy, their flowers, their cards. They had a good time. Then I went on back to my house to check in on my dogs, got them some treats for Valentine's Day. Did they deserve it? Probably not, especially Mercy. He's a bad boy, but whatever. They're my dogs. I also treat them for Valentine's as well. Spent about an hour, hour and a half out there with them. And then I came back over to my friend's place, which he's allowed me to be over here for over a month now, because I started January 15th when my boiler went out at my house. So I've been over here for a month and come back over here. I had already put their Valentine's Day gifts on the bed, so when they came home, they would see. And yeah, so like, you know what I'm saying? I got him a card, you know, candy that he likes. And he likes, he has a cat. So 2 of the candies that I got, like one of them is a heart that has a cat on it. One was a chocolate bar that had a cat on it. And then the other 2 candies are candies that he likes. So I just got them. So when I got back over here, it was like 11:30. And I came in and got a card, plenty of Reese's. I love Reese's peanut butter cups. Oh wait, let me show you. And roses. So yes, I was very, very, very thankful and grateful. I'm gonna read the card soon. I haven't opened it yet. And also, I went and got us some Hungry Howies, because Hungry Howies has those like heart-shaped pieces for Valentine's Day. So I got 2 of those and a 2-liter of cherry Pepsi, because that's what he likes, cherry Pepsi. So again, and we sat down, watched a movie, laughed, talked, had a few shots of Patron, had our pizza, had some of our candy, and then of course had adult time, if you get where I'm going with this. But anyways, that's not the point. The point is, we had a very good Valentine's Day, and I enjoyed it, and this is the 2nd year that I've had a Valentine with someone that I care about, that cares about me, that puts up with my crazy ass. Okay, so I'm not gonna complain at all. I'm very thankful. But I just wanted to share that, because a lot of people have this assumption that you have to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars for one day. A lot of people think that you have to do all of this. You know, you got to go to a fancy restaurant, fancy gifts. And if that's what you want to do and that's what you're doing, great. But if that's not something you don't want to do, or it's something that you simply cannot afford to do, that is okay too. Don't feel bad about that. Again, social media will have you out here thinking all kinds of crazy shit. I'm just going to keep it real. And this is why some of the stuff you see on social media, you need to take with a grain of salt. Like, again, comparison is the thief of joy, in my opinion. And it's also a very cliche quote saying that we hear a lot, but I truly believe that. It's the thief of joy, in my opinion. But yeah, so I have an appointment with a client coming up, so I'm going to end this and do my appointments, and then I'll be off work in like 3 hours, so, because I'm on break. And I literally worked through my regular lunch. I'm supposed to take lunch at 12, but I didn't end up taking one till 1. Don't know why. I just kind of stayed typing away. But anyways, so I just thought I would give you all that, because I'm always talking about love, relationships. And yes, you're probably wondering, I thought you said you were done. This is why I'm going to also stop talking about a lot of certain things, but I'm not done. I've been talking to this person for a little over a year and a half. It'll be 2 years in July. So, and this is not me. I'm normally the person that leaves because I have severe abandonment issues, and I will leave you the minute I feel like you're gonna leave me, or I get anxious, or I get stressed out, or you know what I'm saying. So, and I've been working on me, which is another reason why I haven't really been posting about love and relationships, like basically since the end of December, because I just have gotten to the point where it is what it is. And I just think social media doesn't really do much for a lot of people when it comes to love and relationships, because people get on here, hear a bunch of shit about how people ain't shit, men ain't this, women ain't this, people ain't this. And the reality is the people that you're dealing with ain't shit. I'm just gonna be real. And then also you yourself have red flags about yourself that you're not addressing. But anyways, let me know how you spent your Valentine Day. Do you celebrate Valentine Day? Do you celebrate Sweetest Day? I'm out.